All right, family. We live with the general. You already know what it is. We got that five commentary analysis on worldview, international, national, local, regional. You already know what it is. Politics, history, culture, everything, everything under the sun. You already know what it is. Make sure you get over there to Patreon immediately, family. Do not hesitate because I got over 600 exclusive live streams. If you go over there right now, I got 6 new ones for all the newcomers. Plus, just dropped them this week, so it's 5. Why the UK, France, and NATO need to keep their tired ass at home? We don't need you. We don't need you. And this right here is very important for black people and black nations, knowing that these is punks. They punks. You see what I'm saying? France and all of them, all they gonna do, you got a little firepower. That's about, in the air. This, that, and the third. But for the most part, they can't come down on the ground and fight you. They weak. Here it is. The United States then went over there, sacrificing, a situation that need to be dealt with, that don't nobody want to deal with. You understand? And it take courage. You see, sometime, you know, to deal with a menace. It takes courage. And this go for black people because this same situation could be turned in your own, favor, in your own understanding of your condition. You see, a lot of times we are psychologically beat, thinking that somebody is stronger than us and they not, and just listen to me. But here it is. After the United States then went over there, they didn't put an ass whooping on Iran. Militarily, they put an ass whooping on. You see what I'm saying? They don't want no more smoke. They don't want none. Listen to me when I tell you this. They do not want that bombing to resume. Believe me when I tell you this. No matter what you believe, they don't want that damn bombing to resume. And so not only the bombing, now you got the blockade. And the blockade is cutting off 435 million a day. You can't keep taking them kind of losses. I don't care what you say. If that's winning, I don't want to win. I don't that is not my understanding of winning. And ain't nobody gonna make me believe otherwise. They not winning. Okay, just stop this bullshit. Now, after everybody, all the fireworks, and they're just like a nigga, man. You always got them one nigga. Man, after all the shit then went down, man, I was just about to come down there and work out on a nigga. Well, what the fuck took you so long? You know? I was, all them I was about to ass niggas. I was about to. Where was you, nigga? We thought you, nigga, you was with us. What happened to you? Oh man, I had cut off and I had went to the store and nigga, you was just with us, nigga. And then we turn around, nigga, you was ghosts. You see, so now you got all these I woulda niggas. Now they want to come out after all the smoke is damn near cleared. The fight has been fought. You know what I'm saying? And from my understanding, United States wasn't even asking their ass to even get in the fight for real. Just, they wanted to use your air bases. They renting the motherfuckers from you and shit and got all these soldiers over there. Man, listen here. They defunct. And the reason why is let's be serious. NATO is weak. When it take all the countries on one continent to come together and they still weak, man, that's a liability. Shit, I mean, goddamn, that's a liability. At least 3, 4 of y'all should be able to get together and hold Russia at bay. You can't even get 3, 4 countries in Europe to come together to even make Russia blink. And Russia weak. But that just show you how weak they is. Britain is no threat. France is no threat. And so who else you got? Supposedly, you got Britain, and they actually put them in the top militaries in the world. Britain, they actually put Britain in the top 10. Oh, hell no. You know, man, shit, man, listen here. I believe it or not, I believe Ukraine will kick Britain ass right now because they battle tested. They've been fighting Russia for four. Man, Britain couldn't fuck with Ukraine. Ukraine will kick Britain ass. Real talk. I mean, I'm just being real. Them boys over there probably hard. Nah, them motherfuckers hard. And they probably go to sleep with the bombs blowing up. Motherfucker, that won't even wake them up. You know what I'm saying? They'll roll over and go to sleep. You understand what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck no more. You know what I'm saying? So they sleeping with the bombs going off. Them British boys soft. You see what I'm saying? They soft. All they motherfuckers eating tea and crumpets. You know, so in France, Emmanuel Macron, man, weak. Anytime you look at the leader and they weak, you already know what the nation like. I'm just gonna be 100 with you. Just let me be 100 with you. I ain't gonna hold no punches. It is what it is. You can't make this shit up. So, now they want to come in. Don't even, that's weak. That was a weak move. Now they want to get together to do what? To do what? Motherfucker, if the United States and Iran come to an understanding, that's the only understanding need to be got for real. You know what I'm saying? Really. Everything else is unnecessary. So, I mean, y'all come, it's already open. If the strait is already open, then what the fuck is you over there for? Man, take y'all ass somewhere, man. You know what I'm saying? Want to come over here after all the smoke is clear. Keir Starmer is a punk. I mean, when you wear you just a punk and you wear it on your sleeve. You can't. Emmanuel Macron is a punk. He's a punk, and all the rest of them European leaders. So they can't do if they can't show up and what the fuck is they gonna do for the United States? Nothing. And here it is, black peoples is paying into that shit over there. You know what I'm saying? Our tax money is going over there to that shit. You know, what is it doing for us? What did they do? Ain't none of them. These is the colonizer, and then you got black men and women over there securing that bullshit over there. Over there securing that bullshit. This is unnecessary. It's unnecessary. And at this time, if NATO can't step up, man, and this is just showing you. What if United States get into a war with motherfucking China? You can't depend on them. You cannot depend on them. You on your own. That's real talk. That's real talk. You on your own. Talking about some Article 5. Man, listen here, man. Our grandfathers and you understand, our grandfathers, great grandfathers, black peoples of America went over there and fought in World War II and was the deciding factor. You see, in the hell they talking about? Europe ain't have always been weak. They always been weak. They caught us because we was a people that wasn't into all that, that military shit. We was into science and art and spirituality. And then here come a beast. You know what I'm saying? They had taken some of our sciences and turned it into weapons of mass destruction. They took the science and went another way with it, and some of that was us. You know what I'm saying? But we was unaware at that time. Now that niggas got guns and shit, man, you couldn't put a European army in Africa. You couldn't put a European. You couldn't. The British could not go into Africa and do nothing but die. The French too. They're gonna have to sneak in there. They know damn well, and they're gonna have African soldiers, which they always have. That's what when you go in there, they always got niggas that's gonna fight with them. They call them Ascaris, and that's what they're gonna have. Other than that, they not going in there by themselves because they know they're gonna get beat up. Shit, I'm talking about shit. Argentina damn near whooped Britain, some of their ships and every guy. Argentina during the Falkland a war, the Falkland Islands down there, knowing damn well you don't own no islands down there next to no damn Argentina. y'all done colonized and they wanted to fight and get their islands back. And if it wasn't for America helping their ass, then them Argentina motherfuckers had hurt Britain. They had sunk some ships. Yeah, sunk some ships. Motherfuckers was hurt coming from over there. Yeah, ultimately the British did win it. You understand? But they was getting help from the United States then. And if it wasn't for the United States during World War II, man, Hitler would have owned all of Europe. Man, France punks. Man, Hitler walked into France. And then what made it so bad coming out of World War One, France was supposed to be the strongest military on the planet. Going into World War II, well, was they on the planet? Yeah. Well, coming out of World War One, going into World War Two, well, coming out of World War, I'm not gonna say going into World War Two. Maybe they underestimated Hitler. Maybe they didn't know what Hitler had. But coming out of World War One, France was supposedly the number one military on the planet. So when it came to Hitler coming into France, people thought France was gonna give it to Hitler. Man, he took that motherfucker over in less than 3 weeks. They had already tapped. They surrendered. They surrendered. Man, United States came over there and freed France. These is punks. Man, United States free. If it wasn't for the United States, man, you would be speaking of German right now. They'd be over there, Heil Hitler right now. Come on, man. We got to stop playing games with this shit. So yeah, NATO weak, man. You don't need no goddamn NATO. Only thing you need to do is strengthen your own nation. United States can roll on their own, which they did. And people don't see that that was very powerful. At the end of the day, no matter what people's are saying, if they come off the uranium, you're gonna know who was the winner. You see, now Iran is talking about the strait is open. Why is it open? Because goddamn it, they want motherfucking blockade out of there so they can get their money. You see, so what they saying is that they not fucking with the Gulf no more. It's really the United States is in control of the Gulf, but the fact that they ain't getting no money, they saying fuck it, we not fucking with the Gulf no more. Y'all can freely come through here. The only thing people don't know if they didn't got all them goddamn mines out of there. But anyway, UK, France, and NATO, y'all keep y'all ass at home. Don't come after the smoke is cleared and everybody then fought and won the war, and then you come out of nowhere wanting to, you understand, get some some credit and shit, and get a couple, get some credit for some shit you ain't even did. So let's keep it moving, family. Get over there to Patreon. You already know I got to keep it moving on this. I'll pick up some comments. Yeah, they tied to it. They tied to it, but they more economically strapped to the Persian Gulf than the United States, because they got to get a lot of their shit out of there. That's what Trump was saying to him. Y'all need to get y'all black ass over here and secure the motherfucker. Yeah, you don't need them. But anyway, let's move forward, family. We got some more videos. We want to move forward. Get over to Patreon. Click the link in the chat, and I'll be right back. Black Pop.